Hey everyone, Ariel here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of the Waldan Sport Chronograph reference 3986S-I. Not the sexiest name, I'll admit, but a pretty decent watch. Waldan is a New York-based American brand. This watch has a Swiss movement. It is sort of an homage to a watchmaker whose last name was Waldan, who came to America and worked for a lot of brands. And now his son operates the brand Waldan that has his namesake, and it's pretty cool. It's not cheap, and I think that people sort of need to accept the notion that when you have an independent brand doing stuff like this, the prices are going to be a lot more than on, say, a mainstream brand, but you do get exclusivity and you get a little bit more rarity, and you get the notion of buying a watch from a small operation. To a lot of people, that's really nice. So this has a black DLC coated titanium case. It's 42 millimeters wide. A lot of the brand's watches, for lack of a better term, are very Patek Philippe in style, and this one is like a sports watch, so it's kind of like if you took that aesthetic, you made it a little bit bigger, you made it in titanium, you coat it in DLC, and you made a sport watch out of it. There's two versions of this. One is this red version, has a black dial and these red hands and hour markers, which I thought was a little bit more interesting. If you want to go a little bit more conservative, they have one with white as well. What's interesting, like I said, is this is a sport watch, but there's so much vintage style elements from the pushers to sort of the design of the case and things like that. One thing that I think that Waldan could have really improved on is in their choice of sapphire crystal. This one has AR coating on the inside but not on the top, and because it's domed, you have a lot of glare like that. Dial quality is nice. I think they said that their dials are made in Italy. Supplier's pretty good. And again, this is sort of a mixture of sport watch aesthetics and traditional elements. The movement, you probably can see, is the Swiss Etta Valjo 7751. I think it's interesting, rather than saying Swiss made on the dial, even though it is you could probably consider a Swiss made watch, it says Swiss DNA. Actually, the reason it can't be known as a Swiss made watch is because it's not the final assembly and quality control. I think that, well, the final assembly needs to be in Switzerland. The final assembly is in New York, so that's why it's Swiss DNA rather than Swiss made, which is interesting and a little touch that I think the people that are obviously fans of American watchmaking and American brands are going to appreciate. You can see the movement there through the back of the case. Customized automatic rotor there. Movement itself is pretty stock. Not a lot of additional effort went into the decor there. And I only mention that because the price of the watch is high, and it would really been nice to see every single detail being just absolutely flawless. Strap is nice. I like the strap. Goes well with the overall design. I haven't even put the watch on yet. I should probably do that. The 7751 is it's an interesting movement because it's built on the 7750, so you have a 12-hour chronograph, and then the 7751 adds a moon phase, a synchronized 24-hour hand, which is essentially an AM/PM indicator, and what they call a complete calendar. A complete calendar has the month, it has the day of the week, and those little windows here, and then it has a peripheral date, but you need to make adjustments certain times of the year. So a few more adjustments than an annual calendar. So there's a complete calendar, there's an annual calendar, there's a perpetual calendar. There's all little flavors of calendars. You just need to know. But I think what's good about it, for the cost, you get a lot of complexity in the 7751. It's also one that can be serviced, and that is definitely something interesting and important when it comes to choosing a complicated calendar watch. So again, this is the Waldan reference 3986S-1 in DLC black titanium with the red accents. Interesting watch from a nice boutique American brand, and the price is $12,500. And you can see more on aBlogtoWatch.